Guys, I have to admit that I was completely wrong about new countdown XP farming method, which by the way is absolutely amazing for your material farm to be proficient with your gear, so you can boost your expertise system really well, and eventually when you're gonna die or restart the mission you will get even more XP. But I will tell what the crucial mistakes I made during my first playthrough, and that's of course difficulty. Hard is a no-go for solo players, normal and only normal difficulty. In that way you are killing enemies immediately in the doors, in the checkpoint. And guys, keep in mind that today we're gonna get compensation catch as well, and make room in your inventory to grab materials, and they will give us a lot of them. That's really nice, actually nice, Ubisoft, thank you. But in terms of this farming method, once it's done on normal difficulty, by the way I'm playing on Xbox Series X, next gen, my console is flopping, it's dying, because this is so goddamn overpowered. You have to manage to take this angle and shoot your oxidizer shots into the door, and you're gonna kill enemies non-stop, and it's completely game broken mechanic. And I will show you perfect setup which works really well, and I think you have never seen oxidizer build that strong. I'm using Y'all's mask for health damage reasons, because actually we have a lot of red mobs at normal difficulty and they will be dead in split second or even less. But before we continue with my build and other tips or mistakes I made during my first playthrough, quick word from today's sponsor, Thieving.net. If you are looking for any weapon but you don't have any time or teammates, but you still want all those goodies, then Thieving.net is set for you. They have absolutely amazing team on consoles. They will complete your orders super quick. Everything happens through account sharing. This service has been working for many years. They have tons of customer reviews. You can check everything by yourself. But now with my promo code RBDU, you will have 15% discount on absolutely all services. It's an amazing deal, especially when right now they have some crazy sales going on, so definitely check these guys out. But now let's get back to this method and how as a solo player you should approach this mission. Countdown by itself is not that hard. But what you want to do here is to make sure that enemies are spawning at this exact location. If you will be too close, enemies will spawn further from you, so it's a no-go. If you will be far away from this checkpoint, then again enemies will spawn at completely different location. So you have to take the seat behind this table and you have to be behind the cover non-stop, because that will trigger our talents on such as calculated and of course skilled, and that's the reason why we are getting such amount of charges back, because the skill haste is insane. Skill cooldown is absolutely ridiculous with this synergy. I have another build which is kind of mind-blowing, but tip number 2 is when you start the mission, make sure before you trigger the console you shot oxidizer shots at the door nearby, because there you will fight or see first waves of enemies. So prepare yourself, make 3-4 shots at those doors next to the console and run to this spot. In that way your oxidizer shots will kill all enemies, they will not be able to flank you, and you can easily take the seat here and basically receive all incoming enemies. And then your priority is really simple, or target. Make sure that you are making those shots kinda inside in that room. In that way enemies are not able to get out or run away from you, they are dying instantly. Dogs will die also instantly, Chungas, doesn't matter. But if you will play on other difficulty than normal, Changa could run away, maybe dogs occasionally. Your oxidizer charges will not get back as quick. So keep in mind that in this game, by killing enemies, you're getting the same amount of XP, doesn't matter on which difficulty you're killing enemies, normal, hard, heroic, you are getting for kill the same amount of XP. Only thing is changing amount of XP you're getting by completing certain activities such as missions, side quests, I mean legendary stronghold summit floor, control points, rescue operations, resource convoys. Everything has a set number of XP you are getting, and by changing difficulty you are raising the number. But for the kill, it's completely different story. You are getting on kill the same amount of XP as you would kill on normal or hard, doesn't matter. So that's actually life hack for you guys. Oxidizer setups by itself are kinda dope to clear legendary floor 100 all hunters at the same time. Couple months ago, I shall say half year ago, that was really dope farming method, and as usual everything was nerfed, but at start this method for me didn't work because I played on higher difficulty. But in this one you can see my console sometimes is getting struggled. Jesus, I'm tripping. Also, key point, guys, don't shoot your oxidizers instantly. Give a breather. Give a couple seconds in between your shots. In that way you will not overload the server. If you will make shots, there are too much particle effects, and I think that's the reason why my console started to die. For the setup, everything is really simple. Technician specialization. For the guns, doesn't matter. I would recommend you to start with Test Subject and Scorpio shotgun to clear first enemies, and then you can use whatever gun you want, and you can level up those guns to be proficient, to boost your expertise system. So you have 3 slots, 3 different weapons to level up at the same time. For the gear, I would recommend you to use Jarl's Mask with skill tier. It's unfortunately DZ exclusive with health damage. Since we have a lot of red mobs, non-elite enemies, this mask is really dope. I wish I would have one with skill damage. That would be pure jackpot. 3 pieces from Empress International gear, so it's perfect. Of course, skillet, and we need calculated talent, and Picarus, a new named holster with skill damage, armor and weapon damage. Yes, you could switch maybe this holster for Murakami holster. Murakami will increase skill duration. In that way your oxidizer can last longer. For backpack, I'm using Wyvern for extra skill damage, and everywhere I have skill damage and skill has status effect, is not needed in oxidizer setup. There is no point whatsoever to use status effect in this particular setup. And for the skills, guys, I'm using of course oxidizer, and second skill, again, it depends on your preference. You could use maybe turret, stinger hive, healing hive, traps. Everything you want to level up will work. And once you are on the streak, enemies are trapped, on the fly you can switch some gear, maybe switch some knee pads, some named mask, and level those things as well. Bye.